All right, my dudes, welcome back to Movie Monday, but on a Tuesday. Reason why? Because sometimes you go to a 3-day freaking dance party rave and you lose your voice. So I am finally back in top shape, and I am stoked to talk to you about a movie that I saw for the first time that I really enjoyed. So we're going to be talking today about the movie Road Games from 1981. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this film. I found it on Tubi TV, of course, right? Because they always have like the weirdest titles. And this movie, the reason why I picked it is I'm looking at the main actor. They show like a clip, and I'm like, is that Joe Spinell? And I got really excited. If anybody doesn't know who Joe Spinell is, guys, the lead actor of Maniac. I always talk about Maniac. I love it so much. I love him. Anyways, I see this dude, but apparently this dude's name is Stacey Keach. They just look stupidly alike, like so much alike, okay? So I put on the movie and I'm intrigued right away. It's very well filmed and it's about this guy. So Stacey Keach plays Patrick Quid, right? Quid? Yeah, his last name is Quid. Anyways, and he's a truck driver. So he's a truck driver who's basically, chilling down the road. He gets a call and they're like, hey, can you like deliver this meat someplace in Australia because there's like a huge meat shortage, and he's like, I really don't want to do it, but okay, I'll do it. And it's all about him and his cool little dingo dog, right? And it's so cute. And they're driving down the road, making their way down. He passes a hitchhiker, and like you can kind of tell like he wants to pick him up, but he's like, no, we'll just keep going. And he talks to himself a lot the whole time. So I'm a sucker for really good, I guess script writing in general, like really good dialogue, and this movie has it. And he talks to himself a lot, and he talks to his dog a lot. And going down the road, I mean, you guys have all known, if you've done long road trips and stuff, you get bored, and you kind of want to just play games, right? So it's like he's sitting there, like, watching cars go by, and he's kind of, like, making up, like, little dialogues for, like, the people going by, and, like, all this stuff. All of a sudden, the radio starts like displaying this whole like news announcement that there's some person going around picking up hitchhikers and killing them, right? So you're just like, uh-oh. And he kind of, you can tell he's not really listening, but it's on in the background. Then he picks up this older lady who kind of just insisted, like, she just kind of gets in his truck, and he's like, oh shit, what the hell? Anyways, he gets in, and like they start shooting the shit, and like he's quick, okay? I love his personality, and like so is she to some extent, and like they're just bouncing back and forth, and she brings up that there's this dude on the loose, whatever, and they notice this green van, okay? He starts getting into his mind that maybe this guy in the green van is the killer, okay, going around on the road, and this whole movie turns into a bit of like a vigilanteism in a way. Like he's like so bored on the road, but he's like, if that's the killer, like I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna confront this guy, like tough truck driver dude, kind of like, wants to like clean up the town or whatever. The other beautiful part about this film, okay, so this lady kind of disappears on him or whatever, and then he ends up picking up another hitchhiker, and he sees her before, but you don't see her face. Who is it, guys? Jamie Lee frickin' Curtis, okay? She's so young. This is obviously after Halloween, because Halloween was 1978, and this is 81. And she is so good in this, too. And she plays this, like, free bird, and he's kind of like, what are you doing hitchhiking? Like, your daddy must be somebody important. Like, if he keeps trying to, like, call for you, and she's like, I'm just trying to, like, find an adventure. So they start going back and forth about this killer on the loose or whatever. And it's the cutest thing. They're almost, like, profiling him. And, like, this is, like, when you start being like, oh, my God, okay? Like, they're both, like, really getting into this. And, like, what's his MO? Like, why would he even be doing this? Why would he picking up, like, hitchhikers? Why would he be, like, are they all women? Are they all being killed the same way? Anyways, this movie was really, like, I don't want to say a masterpiece, okay? Because it is a horror film, but it's a very... You watch Hitchcock movies, guys? Because Hitchcock, like the movie Rope, is very much dialogue driven. And there's a thriller aspect behind it, right? That's what this movie made me feel. but the cinematography behind it and the buildup and everything, that's where kind of you feel a bit more of the horror, I guess, aspect of it. And I appreciated it so much. It was so good. There's also, it has this feeling, so it is an American made film, but there's this beautiful shot that they show you in the beginning. This is kind of how you know that there's a killer on the loose, right? And you just see these gloves, right? Giallo, right? The gloves. And this person just goes to like strangle another person with like a guitar string. And I'm like, ooh, right? Like, that's sexy. It was like, it caught me, and like a beautiful cinematography to it too. And it's just, so basically, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and her name is Hitch. Well, he calls her Hitch because she's hitchhiking, I guess. And these two are kind of more like, we're going to get this asshole in the green van, you know? And it's like a little journey that you take with them. And the ending, okay. I don't want to spoil this movie, okay? So I want to know what you guys thought about the ending. You guys can write spoiler alert in the comments. But, like, I'm still thinking, like, I don't know. Like, you get to the end and you're like, oh, like, did they get the killer? Did they not? Anyways, and there's this beautiful scene in the back of his truck because he's transporting meat. It's all, like, frozen meats just hanging. And it's so, like, still. And he's, like, going through his truck. And it's like, I don't know. It was fantastic. Anyways, guys, this is a different type of horror movie, but I highly suggest if you guys are a big fan of film, again, good dialogue, and just like that suspense aspect, you have to see it. Yeah. And also like Jamie Lee Curtis and this dude who looks like just like Joe Spinell and literally has the charisma. Like stupid good. I need to look up different films with this guy because he must be in a bunch more. Anyways, would love to know what you guys think about this one. Have a wicked rest of your week. And of course, recommendation day's coming up this week. I'm super stoked. And thank you guys for being patient for me releasing this on a Tuesday. It definitely was necessary. I had no voice after the first day of that whole concert. It was like, oops, sometimes you're just too excited. Anyways, guys, if you're subscribed, thank you so much. And if you're not, you'll get on it. And yeah, have a wicked rest of your week. See you soon.